What's up guys, how are you doing? I'm Hyder, I hope you're having a good day. I'm going to be breaking down my track Overrated from my upcoming album Signal. Including this track, I've released 8 songs so far and we got a couple to go, but I'm going to be breaking down this song and going through all of its different parts. So let's just jump right into this. So the first thing I actually wrote for this song was this little ambient synth pad going on. I just wanted something super atmospheric to start the writing process. This chord progression does switch up about halfway through this intro for the first verse. And I have these chords and that lead pad synth going through this very interesting reverb that is emulating a room. I wanted it to sound like both of them were playing in an actual room. So let's jump back into the intro and go through everything else. So right from the start of the song, this 808 comes in. This is also used in the main chorus. A lot of these elements here you're going to see come back into the main chorus. I have this loop here that's also used in the chorus. Along with this, an alarm type sound. Also have some sound effects going on. This phone dial-up sound. It's kind of stretched, manipulated, as well as these phone error messages.
Your call cannot be completed as dialed. Please check the number and dial again.
The only other thing I have going on for this intro are these cello layers. And then the song goes back into those chords. The only other thing I'm adding here is just some ambience. Just some birds chirping, some air moving, just to make it sound a little bit more lively. And then we go into the main verse. I have this main bass come in, as well as a ton of gorgeous string layers with a little distortion. This is a good amount of layers just consolidated down into one track. I have some little extra synth bits that are kind of tucked away in the background. I have some bell-like sounds in the left ear, and I have an arpeggiating synth on the right. Just to give this section a little bit more detail and keep your ears really interested. And for the drums, I wanted to go for a live drum sound, but I didn't want to record live drums necessarily. So I took some really great samples, some stuff from my own kit, and kind of threw it all together to get this really interesting sound. A little Tame Impala-y. This also has that room reverb attached to it, so everything is kind of sitting in this space. For a last little minute addition to the track, I recorded some acoustic layers, just some chords going along with the main chords of the track. These guitar layers add so much to the song that if you remove them, it just sounds so bare. This acoustic guitar is doing a lot of the heavy lifting for this section. Along with those chords, I have these little melody layers going on. I have these acoustic little accents going on that I love to add just to keep it even more interesting, especially if you just have kind of chords going on. And then that takes us into the first chorus. I wanted to keep the chorus a little bit more bare bones compared to the rest of the song, so everything else could really shine. And this chorus is just super bass heavy, so that kind of definitely does a lot of the lifting here. I have these guitar layers that come in and lead us into the chorus. Super heavily bit crushed and kind of just trailing out. That main 808 comes back with a little bit of a different pattern. In the second half of the chorus, the kick drum is following along with the 808. And then right after this chorus, we get into this kind of shoegazy section. I'm introducing some electric guitar here. super fuzzy, thick tone. On top of that bit crushed guitar, I have some lead layers going along with some distortion, with some extra delay attached to that. I really wanted this whole section to sound really massive and spacey. Going along with that distorted guitar, I have some more acoustic layers that come back. Some more accents going on. Some extra melodies get introduced with the acoustic. That's everything instrumentally, and now we can jump into the vocals. Right off the bat, the song starts off with that main vocal refrain, kind of in this lo-fi filter. And I wanted to try something different for this song, so for this whole verse, the main vocals are falsetto vocals on the left and right.
So you can take off, never come back, 'cause it ain't one side, you know that.
And keeping the main vocal here just as kind of an ad-lib.
Take off, come back, yeah.
With that main vocal, I have some extra reverb going on underneath just to kind of glue everything together that much more.
Take off.
Along with those main falsetto vocals, I also have some extra falsetto stuff going on to keep it a little bit more interesting. Of course, paired with some extra reverb and delay.
You so overrated. Don't see how that's my problem. I'm so done with fake shit. Get on the floor, start crawling. You so overrated.
I have some cool talking effects that come in during the chorus. Super subtle in the final song, and then some group singing chants that go along with the lyrics.
You so overrated. Don't see how that's my problem. I'm so done with fake shit. You're so overrated.
And then we get into the shoegazy section, where of course the vocals have to have a ton of reverb and delay. Here's the vocals on their own with the normal settings I have throughout the rest of the song.
Let me in.
Not nearly enough. And here's the vocals with all the effects.
Let me in. Push me out. You're under my skin.
For the Never Let Me Win line, I wanted to make it even more intense, so I have another layer of effects going on here.
Never let me win.
It's just overwhelming, and I really wanted it to get to that point where it just sounds like you can barely take it, and it definitely reflects in the lyrics for sure. And that's my song Overrated. I hope you guys liked this video. There's only a couple songs from the album left to be released. If you want to keep up to date with release dates and new videos like this, make sure to subscribe here, follow me on Spotify, Apple Music, whatever service you use, and follow me over on Instagram, where I'm usually posting little teasers of new music or trying out different things on there. But I hope you guys are liking the album so far, and I'm really excited for this to all be out for you guys to listen to in full. I think it definitely works all as singles. That's kind of why I released it this way so far. But as a full album and concept, I think it works maybe even better. So I'm really excited for you guys to hear everything as a whole, and I love you guys so much. So yeah, peace.